Happy Sunday, Blue Demons. Welcome to our Sunday morning edition of Get to Know DePaul. This morning, I'm joined with our Catholic Campus Ministry team. As a reminder for all of our streams, you have the opportunity to check in to win one of our stainless steel MAP water bottles by scanning the QR code pictured here. You can scan that QR code anytime between now and September 11th for a chance to win. So whether you're watching live today, or you're watching the video on demand at a later date, again, just scan that QR code and take the opportunity to check in to win one of those water bottles. So CCM team, great to see y'all today. How's everybody doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. So for those of you that may be new to the stream, our Get to Know DePaul series is a deep dive session that we've developed that allows students, both new and returning, the opportunity to get to know DePaul a little bit more in depth. So we like to start off each session with introductions of who we're talking to. So CCM team, if we could just go around and if you can share a little bit about who you are, maybe your year in school and your major, if you are a student still, and why you decided to come to DePaul. So Molly, how about we start with you?
Hi, I'm Molly. I'm a third-year stage manager at the theater school, she, her, hers, and I chose DePaul because I really like the atmosphere of Chicago within the theater scene, and I run the Catholic Community Assistant Department.
That's great. Justin, how about you?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Justin Matuszewski. I'm a senior here at DePaul, he, him, his. I'm a double major in accounting and finance, and I am DePaul's liturgy coordinator here in CCM. One of the reasons I chose DePaul is just kind of as Molly said, the city of Chicago is really amazing, and from a business perspective, there's a lot of really great opportunities that DePaul has offered me.
Yeah, I'm wearing one of my old Chicago Quarter T-shirts today that says "The city is your campus" on the back. So I appreciate as the city as a reason to definitely come here. So Danielle, how about you go next?
Yeah, my name's Danielle Cherry. I'm a film major with a concentration in directing and a minor in screenwriting. I'm a junior senior this year, and I'm the new student retreat assistant. I ended up choosing DePaul. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Hampshire. I ended up choosing DePaul because it's in Chicago and it's halfway across the country to LA, and that's where I plan on going.
Nice. So slowly making your way out west.
Yeah.
That's great. And Sunny, how about you round it out?
Perfect. So I'm Azucena de la Torre. I go by Sunny for short, and I'm the ministry coordinator for retreats and faith formation in CCM. And also, years ago, I went to DePaul, so I'm also a fellow Blue Demon.
That's great. Hey, aren't we all Blue Demons? I am not a graduate of DePaul, but I still consider myself a Blue Demon too.
Yes.
Yeah. So how about if you don't mind, if you all wouldn't mind giving us an overview of what CCM does and about some of your services. I think some of our viewers probably are tuning in to learn a little bit more. So not sure who wants to kind of take it from here, but I'll turn it over to you all.
So we actually have the presentation, Courtney. Could we have that up?
Yep. Yeah, if you want to just turn it on your screen, I'll get it added.
Okay.
Perfect. There we go.
So we're Catholic Campus Ministry. We are all about faith, fellowship, and fun. One of the main events on campus is Sunday night mass. We have about 180 students that attend at most. We also offer many retreats, and all of our programming is pretty much peer-led, which means the students are student leaders and they put together the programs and they are the ones leading them. We have so many community events. We have retreats, the new student retreat, which we'll promote in just a moment. Danny is in charge of leading that one. We have the camping retreat for this year. It's postponed. And then we have Search, which will also be online. It's a lot like Kairos. If you enjoyed Kairos in high school, you'll love Search. The Latinx retreat, and we have the Lent retreat. It's just completely online. You can go at your own pace and be paired with a spiritual companion if you would like. And we have faith sharing groups for different affinities. We have the LGBTQIA+ group, Black spirituality, Greek life, those interested in social justice, and we also have faith exploration. An interesting facet of CCM is that we also have a partnership with the Archdiocese of Chicago, which allows us to have the Catholic Learning Community. It's a group of students that are given a scholarship to take a course in Catholic studies, engage in weekly meetings about scholarship and faith, and pretty much explore the city as it relates to their faith and social justice. And this is the flyer for our new student retreat. It'll be taking place entirely online on Zoom, and we have lots of surprises planned. So if you haven't signed up yet, you can go to our links, find us online on all of our socials, and we hope to see you there.
That's great. Thanks so much for sharing about. I didn't realize there were that many different faith groups.
Yes.
Yeah, so are those, I know you said, I think that students are helping to lead those. So, students have any of you participated in any of those faith groups? And, just curious if you could share a little bit about your experience.
I'll go first. So as I said, I was a junior at DePaul now, and when I was a freshman, I was in EDGE, which is a scholarship program for freshmen coming in, and I was in the Mission and Ministry department of EDGE, and they placed me in CCM. I am Catholic, so I was really happy about being placed there, but apart from being placed there, I got put on Justin's team, what he's in charge of now, for the liturgy team, we call ourselves, and we plan masses, and I got to be involved in Sunday night student mass with everyone, and I love that part of my CCM experience.
Yeah, so I can kind of speak towards our Sunday night mass. So I'm the liturgy coordinator for CCM. I've my journey through the office. I would say I started my freshman year and kind of got on the team similar to what Danny did. I was not an EDGE, but just decided to volunteer and kind of join the team. So I've helped as our hospitality coordinator. I've been our altar server coordinator, and then this year I'm our liturgy team coordinator. So kind of helping facilitate running our Sunday night mass. We do a great liturgy for students. It's at 8 p.m. on Sunday nights, and we will be having them in person this year with lots of social distancing, hand sanitizer, and masks, of course. So I know we'll be sending out emails with our sign-up link for coming masses every week, and I think that's going to go live about Thursdays at noon. So you can sign up, and we hope to see you there.
That's great. Justin, where does mass take place?
At St. Vincent de Paul Parish, right on campus. So it's the big church on campus. Can't miss it.
Yeah. So for that Sunday night mass in particular, is it open to the community as well, or is it specifically for DePaul community members?
Yeah, no, it is. It's open to the entire parish community. Anybody who wants to come. We do gear it towards students. That's I would say our main audience, but everyone is definitely welcome.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And Molly, how about you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, I joined CCM through the choir because honestly, the first time I went to mass, that was the biggest thing I noticed was the choir. So I got involved, but sadly my major took over my life. And so I didn't have a lot of time, but luckily I was able to talk to Amanda, and she's my boss. And she got me the Catholic community assistant. And so basically I make events for Catholic community. So we have a bonding time for all of us to come together. Last year, we did like a rock climbing event or a Super Mario challenge with TVs, or like a meditation event. And it's a great time, especially after hours at the Student Center. It's just our time. No adults are there, and we can all bond with each other. I really enjoy it.
That's great. But Molly, you are all adults.
I consider myself a child.
Yeah. No, I hear that a lot from students. They're like, oh yeah, the adults are good. And I'm like, you all are independently living. You are adults. You get to vote. You pay taxes. You are by all means an adult. You just get to do it in this great place that is DePaul.
Right.
Yeah. So so you've all been talking a little bit about CCM's opportunities. I'm curious, what's this fall going to look like in CCM? Obviously, we know things are a bit different with our reduced footprint on campus, and so I'm just curious what's planned in the books for CCM students this upcoming quarter.
So we're making sure that we're ready to take everything virtual. We're going to have all of our programs just offered online. So a lot of time spent engaging. And one of the main things that we love about CCM is our lounge. We have a great lounge, but given COVID, we're not going to be able to be together. So we're going to try to simulate those experiences online with one another in different ways. And for in-person events, of course, keeping social distance on the quad or in front of the church. We're going to be having our major events. For example, all the retreats will be online. New student retreat, that's going to be great. Danny will talk about that in a moment. And we're going to have Cafecito con Tepeyac, which is a weekly event for students who identify as Latinx. We discuss topics that are relevant in popular culture, tie them into being students at DePaul, and offer fellowship. And then, of course, Sunday Night Live and Mass, those are all ways that we're going to try to simulate that experience, but in a virtual setting.
That's great. Yeah, that's wonderful to know. So how can students connect with CCM?
I would say follow our socials so that you'll always be aware of what we're doing, engage the student leaders online, and check out our schedule and just attend events. What about you, students? What do you think? What's helpful for a new DePaul student?
I think our Facebook is the prime social media for us. Yeah. I know that I've been personally reached out to from the Facebook page by incoming students, especially because I'm running new student retreats. So my name's kind of on that. So they've messaged me on the side, and I've formed like different relationships with some of the new students coming in, which is really nice for them and for me. Meeting new people is always good. But yeah, that mostly has happened to me through Facebook.
I think a while back, is CCM still running a Discord as well?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
We can get you the link to that later. I don't have it. I don't understand Discord, but I know that we do have one.
Yeah. Well, I have the opportunity to oversee our esports program, and they are quite familiar with Discord. So I saw the CCM Discord a little while ago. So for those of you that, might have different identities, particularly as a Catholic student and as a gamer, or you're just looking for that new place to go, that Discord is a great way to get connected as well, because it is. If you're familiar with GroupMe or Slack or anything like that, GroupMe or Discord functions in a very similar way, and you have that opportunity to connect with people. I know last spring, the CCM Discord was a great place to talk about events that were going on, connections, share ideas, and really, it sounds like you all have a lot of structured opportunities, which is really, really spectacular. I think spaces like that Discord are great too, because it's that organic conversation in between those formal gatherings too. So it's a really great resource too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm hearing you talk a little bit more about, or I've heard you mention a little bit about like the new student retreat and some other things. So Danielle, you want to walk us through a little bit of what students can expect there?
Yeah, so new student retreat, I'm biased, but I think that's our best event in CCM ever. It's like a whole bunch of new students get together and they all meet each other, have a great time. We play some games. We have life hacks, college student life hacks thrown in there, how to get through your first year and how to meet new people, especially moving away from home. But obviously this year it's different. We're online completely. It's a 2-hour retreat. We have 2 different times to do that, 2 different dates. So whichever one works for you. I have a video that we made to promote it. If we can show it, I can share my screen.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi everybody, my name's Danielle Cherry. I am the new student retreat assistant for Catholic Campus Ministry here at DePaul University. I'm a junior here at DePaul. I'm majoring in film production with a concentration in directing and minoring in screenwriting. And this video is about the new student retreat and to make you want to come on it with us. So here's the team.
Hello, I am Eliora. I am going to be one of the student leaders on the new student retreat. I am a senior majoring in game programming and Japanese studies.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth Maya and I'm a second year studying sociology as well as a minor in American Sign Language.
Hello, my name is Eddie Olowinski. I am a second year student here at DePaul University and I have the honor and privilege of being one of your new student retreat leaders.
Hello, my name is Francesca Santelli. I am a junior here at DePaul University and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the new student retreat.
I went on this retreat as a freshman. I led the retreat last year in person and I'm leading it again this year. And this one I can't wait for because it's totally new to us because it's online. But we're so ready to try it out with you.
I am really excited for y'all to come here and really join us in this wonderful community. One of the best things about the new student retreat is really the ability to meet so many different people from so many different backgrounds. It is an excellent way to meet people who are not in your major and that you may not have had a chance otherwise. It's absolutely fantastic. I look forward to seeing you all.
One of my favorite experiences about this retreat is getting to open up and meet new people from all across the country and all across the world and being able to share different cultural backgrounds and religious upbringings. One of my favorite things. Don't be afraid to open up. Don't be afraid to share. We're all going through a difficult time, but we're in this together. I cannot wait to share this opportunity with you and I'm thrilled to meet every single one of you. I'll see you then.
I'm so excited for this new student retreat because I went on it last year as a freshman and I loved it because it was a place where I got to meet more people who were interested in DePaul's Catholic Campus Ministry and be part of some really cool conversations. So I'm so excited to have more incoming freshmen be part of this community and engage in these conversations and just learn more about what DePaul's Ascension values are and what DePaul's Catholic Campus Ministry looks like here. So I'm so excited to get to know all of you, get to meet all of you, and I'll see you soon.
So one of my most favorite parts when I got to go is meeting the new people because it was a perfect gateway into integrating myself not only into the community, but being able to automatically connect with people because they were able to relate to me and my faith. Another thing that I'm really excited for you guys to see is that I get to be giving a witness talk about when I first came to DePaul and how my life shifted from high school to college and how faith came into play, and I won't give away too much, but that's the general gist. So yeah, welcome. So excited to have you guys. Come with open mind, open hearts, and I'm so ready to get to know you all.
Just to wrap up everything that my beautiful team already said, this retreat helps you get used to college life, helps you get used to DePaul and Chicago, and helps you make new friends with people who might share your faith and people who might not. This is a 2-hour-long retreat, strictly online for pandemic-related reasons. How do you sign up for the retreat, you might ask? There's going to be a link right here. Can't do a live link in this video, but you're going to stop the video right here, hit pause, and then you're going to copy down this link while you do that, and then you're going to type it in your computer and you're going to sign up. There are 2 dates. You can either do the first one or the second one. They're the exact same thing, just whatever time works best for you. We have all worked very hard planning this retreat for you, and we can't wait to see you there.
That's great.
Thank you.
That's so awesome. Also, Danny, I think that is the rumor true that there's going to be a dance party on the retreat?
There might be a dance party on the retreat. That remains very much true.
So students are preparing a mail out for all of those who sign up for the new student retreat. So I get to have a sneak peek, and it seems like there's some really cool things to be mailed out.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that seems like a great time. I know students have had a great time in person in the past, and obviously it's going to be a bit different in a virtual experience. But what I keep telling students is, yes, we're virtual, but that doesn't mean you can't connect. Like you can still. This is an opportunity to have either the start of a new relationship with someone or continue on the relationship, because the pandemic will pass. Even though sometimes it feels like it might not, and the doors will open. The CCM lounge will eventually be open again. We'll be able to do all of these things in person. So this is a really great opportunity to lay that groundwork for those relationships moving forward. So thanks for all of your work, students, especially on creating those opportunities for people to build those relationships. So Justin, I'm a little bit curious. So I know you've talked about Mass a little bit so far. Is there anything else that students should know? Are there opportunities for virtual engagement that perhaps they should know about? Just curious if you can expand on that a bit more too.
Yeah, so when the pandemic hit back in March, my our team kind of had to pivot because we weren't able to have Mass in person. So what we switched to was a virtual kind of Mass, quote unquote, that we called Sunday Night Live. So at the same time we would normally meet for Mass, we have the readings and some reflections and a little conversation after it. And it was a really great opportunity for students to still have the opportunity to kind of get together and connect even in that virtual environment. Thankfully now at this point, what we've been able to do is, thanks to kind of Archdiocese guidelines and stuff of that nature, we have been able to this fall hold Mass in person again. We have a much reduced capacity for the church and everything, and lots of different things in place to promote a safe liturgy. But we're really excited to kind of have an event where students can come and kind of see each other again, 6 feet apart, but kind of have that opportunity to engage.
That's great. Thanks so much for sharing about that, and thanks for all of your work with that. I know, I mean, for if people weren't aware, DePaul's actually the nation's largest Catholic institution. And while certainly not all of our students are Catholic, we do have a good portion that are. So it's important that we give them that opportunity to practice their faith as well. And we have for people of other religious backgrounds, we have another session coming up with the rest of our Division of Mission and Ministry staff later in the week, which you can find out. You can find our entire streaming schedule on the DEN's website, which is go.depaul.edu/den. So be sure to check it out there if you'd like to find out more about when that session is taking place. So, as we start to round it out here, I know one of the other things that CCM has really focused on this over the last couple of years is continuing to serve the Latinx community. So I'm curious if you might all be able to expand a little bit on, what CCM is doing to particularly connect with our Latinx students.
Right, so we have some programming specifically for the Latinx community. As I mentioned before, we have Cafecito con Tepeyac, which is a weekly meeting. It's well attended, a great community there. Jess and Liz are the ones who organize that. And on September 16th, it's going to be our first session at 3 p.m. That'll be posted online. And the theme is, what does Latinx mean? It's a term that is relatively new and our community is acclimating to it, and we're going to discuss its significance. And also September is Hispanic History Month. So we're going to be doing programming around that. And of course, gearing up for celebrating Dia de los Muertos and having ofrendas virtually on campus and in person in whichever ways that's possible. So we're being creative. We're figuring out as we go.
Yeah, well, and that's the name of the game right now, being creative, being flexible, rolling with things as they go. But specifically for Tepeyac, if folks are interested in following them, you can also follow them on social media. We're also doing a deep dive with the student leadership from that organization in this upcoming week as part of our Get Involved series. So those take place Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. And I know Tepeyac is, I believe, slated to be featured this week. So, CCM team, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. As we round out our time together, I'm curious if you all might have any advice for new first-year students or new to DePaul students that they should take moving forward, either in relation to engaging with CCM or just being a general student at DePaul.
I would definitely say reach out to people who have been to DePaul. They know their resources. Like, don't pay for textbooks if you don't have to. Gather textbooks from friends. There's normally free food somewhere. There's going to be less this year, but there's going to be free food around.
That's great. Justin, how about you?
I would just say, take advantage of all the resources that we do offer. I know specifically, even though you're in a virtual environment, just don't be afraid to take that step and set up Zoom calls or FaceTime calls with people that you don't really know. And especially, I know our student leadership here in CCM is really open to having those one-on-one conversations. And all it takes is just a text message or an email or a Facebook message, and just kind of starting that relationship. I think it'll go a really long way to kind of make your college experience something more of a sense of normalcy through that.
Yeah. Well, and especially right now, I mean, connections are so important throughout this pandemic, right? That person that we know that cares about you. And I think that's why, that's one of the differentiators for DePaul. It's not just a place that everything's a transaction. You are building really personalized relationships. And like that's why, you know, we're even doing this entire series. There's so many different ways that people can connect and can find their home and their space. And if it's with CCM, wonderful, but if it's with one of our others too, I think that can go a really long way. And I know folks at DePaul are really working hard to make sure that people have that relationship.
Can I add in just for a second? Yeah. I was cut out before. We are currently recruiting for event coordinating team. And so I like to have my own team of students just so I know what the students want for events. And you don't have to be Catholic, you just have to be kind, is my motto. Right now, I'm trying to set up hybrid yoga. So we can do some yoga in the quad, or we're gonna Zoom in yoga and you can do it at your house. But I would love for people to join my event committee so I can hear what you guys are looking forward to doing. And that's also a great way to connect with one another.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that, Molly.
Courtney, one thing I would add.
Oh, wait.
There's just so much excitement everybody wants to add on. Go for it.
Along with that, I'm also looking to recruit people who want to be involved in Mass. I'm the hospitality coordinator under Justin's team, and anyone who wants to be involved, take attendance or seat people with all the new COVID rules, we really are looking for people to do that. So anyone who wants to come to Mass and help, reach out to somebody here and they'll get you to me.
That's great.
Yes, and I just want to put this out there and make sure that all incoming students know that we are all campus ministers, everyone on staff. So Amanda Thompson, our director, Matt Merck, our liturgist, and Father Dan Borlick, he's our Vincentian priest, our chaplain. I encourage everyone, if you ever want to talk or just discuss what's going on, have any faith questions or talk about acclimating, we're always available for one-on-ones just to check in, because like you were saying, Courtney, we care about the students as who they are as people as a whole.
Yeah. Well, wonderful. Well, CCM team, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. As a reminder, folks, if you have any questions for CCM, their information scrolling across the bottom, but check them out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you can visit their website to find out more as well. If you didn't have a chance at the beginning of this stream to check in, I just remind you that you can check into the stream by scanning the QR code pictured here. For that opportunity to win one of our stainless steel Lincoln Park map water bottles. So we'll be back for today or later today at 4 o'clock with Study Abroad for our next Get to Know DePaul session. But in the interim, be sure to stay safe and enjoy this beautiful weather, especially if you're in Chicago. So CCM team, again, thank you so much, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.